Grains of sand trickle down the rim of the plateau with a soft murmur. You stand far enough away to be safe, but close enough to fully enjoy the vast view. The sky above you is ablaze and tints the world in the softest shade of pink. From up here, nothing blocks your view across the horizon, where hues of pale lavender mix with sharp magenta and violet. The harsh contours of ancient, once holy temples and burial chambers stand out sharply against the slowly dawning gradient of ever-cooling colors. A calm and consistent spectacle, which happens slowly but inevitably. An almost unnoticeable change until the whole desert has become nothing but colors, shapes, and quiet. Vast, echoing, and godlike. For a while you stand there, observing the changing sky and feeling the rest of the desert heat slowly leave your body. The soft and now cooler breeze blows sand grains against your ankles. You feel as if the desert is calling you. You notice a smile tugging on the corners of your mouth. Nothing more than a gentle tickle. Before you know it, you have already taken the first step into the night and its wonders. One after the other, the stars appear on the now blue firmament. The moon is only a thin sickle, and yet its light is bright enough to let every single grain of sand sparkle, turning the ground into a mirror of the skies above. A sea of shimmering stars. Beneath the moonlight, the sand is pale as bone, until sharp shadows dress it in velvet darkness. The contrast is so harsh, its borders become edges, which move along with the dunes, all the way to the horizon. Cacti bearing henna berries line your way down from the plateau, shimmering silver in the moonlight. The sand is soft, and the night's glow is not black, but deep blue. You're still high enough to have a good view of the landscape beneath. In this light, it resembles an ocean. Its gentle waves seem to go on forever. In the middle of the sea, like an island, towers a gigantic pyramid. The majestic side of it is only rivaled by the everlasting storm at the heart of Mount Damavan. It spirals from its depths all the way into the clouds, as if determined to reach the sky itself. Many legends are told about this place. The eternal grave of a goddess, protected by the magic of Jinn, is rumored to be the source of this storm. But all these mysteries slumber in a different part of the desert. Tonight, it is not the time for you to discover them. Your goal is far more humble. It is enough to just be here, to wander, and let the vastness and quiet sink into you. This night belongs to you. A billion grains of sand unfold beneath your feet. Every single one of them polished by wind and time, made from something so much bigger, a witness of centuries, until nothing is left but a tiny crystal, cut to an edge and glittering, made from the same stardust as your own body. The stars, the desert, and you are all made from the same stuff that forms the rest of the world. tiny particles connecting, becoming one. Like the sand grains become the dunes. The wind that moves them blows as steadily as the breath through your lungs. Alive, magical, and wild. The ruins of civilizations long forgotten lie here in perpetual slumber. Ancient wisdom buried deep. Their puzzles and mysteries, their treasures, myths and gods, all of them stay hidden beneath the sands, waiting for another day, for another night. Your breath is steady while you embrace their presence. Your heart continues its calm and steady beat. You are in no rush tonight, and no desires disturb this tranquility you have found. No God and no riches could fill your heart more than the infinite stillness of the desert. The moon above you, with only its crescent visible, remains whole. Tucked into the shadow, the full roundness of it waits for its turn to shine again. Its usual white and blue color shimmers red golden tonight. You let your gaze drift across the firmament and notice that every star shines with its own unique color. One star, which sits low on the horizon, shines with a deep red. Its neighbor is almost colorless, blinking steadily. In a group of stars that seem to form a distinctive constellation, one glimmers with a softer shade of yellow, followed by a cool blue. Its twin directly next to it blinks in a pale purple. As you behold of them, you try to remember the story behind the constellation they belong to. After a while, your eyes have become used to the darkness, to a point that you can see a softer light appear between those twin stars. The longer you look at this newly discovered star, the more beautiful it seems to you, with its modest and unpretentious presence. It reminds you of the desert. You move further and further across the boundless sands, effortless and at ease. Occasionally you pass date palms and scattered stone formations. The horizon stays unmoved. The dry night wind blows away the last traces of scarabs, which spent their day diligently pushing dung balls, and now finally came to rest. Legend has it that the souls of those defeated by the great king of the desert live on within these golden bugs. It is their duty to protect the holy temples, and even as nothing more than grains of sand remains of those, these creatures are still bound to the ancient oath. The wind blows and caresses your hair. A few dry stalks sway within its breeze. There is life everywhere, muted and subtle, yet stubborn and strong-willed. This desert was once a place full of green. If one were to look closely, they could discover tracks of life underneath every stone and sand grain. Seeds and roots slumber beneath the sands, ready to burst into life at the first drop of rain, once more unfolding in their wondrous splendor. Even if only for a few days, even this barren place can turn into a paradise full of colorful blossoms and green sprouts. But there is a time for everything, and now everything is silent. It is not the time to fight to bloom in the sun, but to rest and draw strength from the silence. In the distance, an oasis glistens in the moonlight. Its waters nothing more than a distant shimmer. The walls of a ruin, halfway buried in the sand, often shelter. This place serves as an occasional resting place for eremites. But tonight, it's all yours. The last visitors left a few dimly glowing embers in the fire bowl. It is easy enough for you to coax them back into a fire with a few dry twigs. The crackling of the fire sounds friendly and excited, as if the flames are happy to keep you company and tell you about their adventures of the past day. Of eremites playing cards and dice games, laughing. Of desert foxes stealing the leftover zaytun peaches to refresh themselves. Of lizards enjoying the heat of the limestone walls, and of red vultures and fungi quarreling about a cool place in the shade of the ruins. But now all is peaceful, and what is such a lively place at the light of day has become a pool of quiet, joined only by the happy crackling of the fire. Its sparks rise high into the sky, as if they were trying to meet with their friends, the stars. The sand underneath you feels soft and cool, and the fire warms you with its pleasant heat. Despite its plaster already peeling, the wall feels smooth and dry and offers you support and shelter. In the course of this night, the moon will disappear from the horizon. The dunes will wander, and their grains of sand become a little smaller. The fire will turn to quiet embers. But right now, the moon, the endless dunes, and the fire are still here to whisper their stories. The great red sand and its secrets watch over you, infinite and unrestrained as the skies above. Feel the dry wind on your skin and the vastness of the desert. You can close your eyes and listen to its stories and the stillness behind it. Now is the time to rest.